Alright, so shh. Come on, I'm on a time limit here. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm very excited to do this video for you guys because I actually did a video like this last year where I did a look back at 17 years old and just a bunch of the highlights from that year, and I'm doing the same thing this year. I'm doing a look back at 18 years old. This video is up on my 19th birthday, so as I'm filming it, I'm still 18, but let's look back at it for a bit. So since my birthday is in October, today, October 3rd, as this is up, I will be going from October 2021 to October 2022 and doing highlights in that time span. Just in case you didn't watch the last one, that's what I do. So last October, I actually went to the casino for the first time with my dad. By going to the casino for the first time, I mean like being able to actually gamble. I had been in the casino a billion times, but I never got to go in that area. So that was a lot of fun. And also I hit 1,000 subscribers on my main channel in October. Thank you to Adventures with Purpose again. That means the world. I am so thankful for all of your guys' support, and that was such a huge highlight for me because having this channel for almost a decade now, I had been longing to reach 1,000 subscribers one day, and I'm so thankful that we're almost at 2,000 now. That's so crazy to me, and I just thank you guys so much. In November, I had started my online business. I had been always wanting to work from home, and even though I do YouTube and stuff, I'm not getting paid on it yet, so I was still looking for an online job. It just felt like it was just for me, like I meant to work from home, and I came across the business, and yes, it's almost been a year since I started that. So crazy, but truly one of the best decisions I've ever made. And then in December, I had taken my pre-calc final exam. I know you might think, why the heck are you mentioning a math final, Kaylee? If you don't know me, I love math and I'm very hard on myself when it comes to my grades. Ever since like my freshman year of high school, I had just wanted to get a 100 on a math final. This was the closest I've ever gotten. I got a 99 on my final exam for pre-calc. You'd think I'd be mad that it's not 100, but I am so happy because I didn't even think I got a 90 on that. So I'm very proud of myself. And then also in December, I just had to add this in here, I got tickets to the Sour Tour for Olivia Rodrigo. These were very hard to get if you don't already know, so the fact that I was able to get some was very impressive, and I'm so thankful that I got to get them. Moving into 2022 January, I had gotten an MRI for my ankle because I had a really bad ankle injury. I don't want to say really bad because it wasn't even that bad of an injury, but it just lasted so long and it was very frustrating. So it was really hard not having answers as to what exactly was wrong. But I finally had gotten an MRI in January, and January was also the month where I found out that it was just a bad sprain. I will leave you at that. We'll get into the next couple months. But real quick, I also just did want to mention that in January I also went to my first Oswego hockey game. If you go to SUNY Oswego, you know that hockey is just like a big thing there, and this was obviously still my freshman year. I hadn't gone to one yet. They didn't start till like October, I don't think, but I finally went to one in January. It was so much fun. I do love hockey. Going into February, talking about my ankle, February was where I started physical therapy. It went until April, but I will just say that since I started physical therapy in April or in February, my ankle did ultimately heal, which was just a big relief because I was dealing with it for so long. For something to just be a sprain, like you think it would have healed after a couple weeks, it did not. Sprains can last over a year. So if you guys watch Big Brother and y'all see Jasmine over here dealing with an ankle injury, to some extent she did fake it for game purposes, but for the most part, like I was like, girl, if you're still in pain, I get you. Don't expect a sprained ankle to heal in 3 weeks because they don't always do. Then in March, I had bought my playlist ticket. If you don't know, I went to Playlist Lives. And I mean, there's a video on it, but we'll get to that when we get to September. I had bought my playlist ticket, and this was just confirmation that I was going to meet Maddie and Elijah, because I had been wanting to meet Maddie and Elijah for years and years, and buying this ticket was just like, girl, you're gonna meet them. And then in April, I got a new puppy. Her name is Bella. She is now, as I'm filming this, 1 year old, but at the time in April, she was only not even 6 months old when we got her. We had lost our dog Roxy back in February, so only a couple months before, so it was really nice to have another dog in the house, and I'm so thankful that we have her. In May of 2022, I got to go to the Sour Tour that I told you I bought tickets for in December. One of the best experiences of my life. I love love just seeing artists in person perform. It was truly a night I will never forget. And then about a week after that, I finished my first year of college, which I never thought that I would ever get to the day where I finished my first year of college, just because it just felt like something that was so far out in advance, and the fact that I have already completed my first year is mind-blowing to me, because the last time I filmed this type of video, literally a year ago, I was only a couple months into it. Then a year later, I'm completely done with my first year. That's insane. And then had to fit this in here at the end of May. We got a new Tate McRae album, which is so good. I literally still play it on repeat all day, every day. In June, I got to go back to my high school and visit a few of my former teachers. Being a high school student who went through the pandemic and dealt with hybrid and online school and having to be away from my teachers and missing out on certain events and not being able to see them all the time, it was really hard. And then all of a sudden I have to go to college and I have to completely leave them. Very, very difficult. As someone who wants to be a teacher myself, I really, really value student-teacher relationships. So it was really, really nice to be able to go back and visit them. And I even surprised a couple of them. It was so sweet. I definitely want to go back, but I'm so thankful that I got to go, because this plan of like going and surprising them got postponed way too many times because of COVID. Also, I thought I had in here that I got to go to the high school graduation. Last year at my graduation, there was only a limited number of seats, so you couldn't just like go and watch. So if that were still the case this past year, I would have had to be invited by someone, but it completely got cleared. Anyone could go. There was no like limitation, which would have been nice for my graduation, but I'm just glad I got to have one at all and have people at all. But I'm just so glad I got to see some of my friends graduate, and that I could just go and see some of my teachers again and not have to be like, it was just really cool to go to a high school graduation as an alumni. I mean, it was wild, but it was really cool. In July, I got to see Cheer live. If you don't know, they have a Netflix docu-series and they have 2 seasons. They're a really popular cheer team. I came across them. I watched season 1 when I was a cheerleader. I think it was my junior year of high school, which was 3 years ago, which is insane. But I fell in love with their show, their series. It's crazy that I got to watch them perform live. I will never forget that day. And then in August, just a couple months ago, I started my sophomore year of college, my second year. Again, it's so crazy. I love being able to say that, because I'm like, wow, life's happening so fast. But it's also a reminder that you're doing it. You're getting through college. You're in your second year. I'm almost done with my first semester of second year, because we're October now. That's crazy. It's flying by. But it's an accomplishment too. Here we are, you guys, September. I got to go to Playlist Live in Orlando, Florida for the first time. Not Florida for the first time, but Playlist. I met Maddie and Elijah. I also met some of my best friends, Amika, Jackie, Haley. Haley, I had no idea that she was gonna be there. I knew Amika and Jackie were gonna be there. And it was so crazy to meet them too. But Haley, I had no idea. Like, she pulled that off so well. I had no idea Haley was gonna be there. So I cannot believe that I met Haley this year, okay? I didn't even know that was gonna happen, but I'm so glad that it did. Not to mention, I got to go on a plane for the first time. I had never been on a plane. I literally have a video of me when I was, I don't know, 7 years old, 8, something like that, saying how badly I wanted to go on a plane to go to Florida. And one, I just wanted to go on a plane. I had been to Florida before. The fact that I said I wanted to go on a plane to go to Florida, and my first time on a plane was to go to Florida, that's crazy. I cannot wait for Playlist next year, because it's gonna be so good, and I'm so glad I got to go this year. Literally so grateful. Speaking of Playlist next year, also in September, I got accepted, because this next year for Playlist, you had to actually be accepted to go as a community creator, whereas last year I could just buy a ticket, which was still amazing, the fact that I even got to go at all. But this next year, it's like a little more difficult to go, so I got accepted just a couple weeks after I applied, and thank you. I will see you next year, Playlist. I don't have anything for October yet. It's literally the 1st of October as I'm filming this, so I don't really have much to tell you other than I cannot believe that 18 is almost over, because I feel like I just filmed this type of video last year when I was about to turn 18. They weren't kidding when they said that time flies when you get older. It just does. It doesn't make any sense, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it was entertaining. I hope that all of your guys' dreams and wishes come true in your next year. If your birthday's today when you're watching this, or when it's uploaded, or whenever, if we share a birthday, let me know in the comments down below. I just wish you guys nothing but love and happiness. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the post notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a brand new video. And with all that being said, I will see you in my next one. Bye guys. Happy birthday to me.